I turned $1,500 into $14,000 on Dogecoin, and instead of taking that profit, I watched it melt away and captured a fraction of it. Then I did the exact same thing with Ethereum, watched $1,900 in profit turn into a $200 loss. Then I lost $400 on Bitcoin, then another $400 on XRP. 4 coins. Same mistake. Every single time. I wasn't trading, I was gambling. Today I want to break down exactly what happened with each trade, the psychology that made me repeat this pattern 4 times, and what I do now to make sure it never happens again. No hype, no shilling, just the real numbers from my real account. So here's what happened. Dogecoin was sitting at around 7 cents. I bought about 19,000 coins, put in roughly $1,500, and the timing was actually great. Doge took off, and my position was worth around $14,000. That's almost a 10x return on my money, but here's the problem. I wasn't watching the charts. I wasn't sitting there with a plan. I had no take profit set, no trailing stop, nothing. I just held it. And the next time I actually checked my account, it was down to 9,000. Now 9,000 is still an amazing profit on $1,500, right? But what did I do? I told myself it'll bounce back to where it was. That's what we all say. It didn't bounce back. It kept dropping. Eventually, I sold half my coins, about 9,500 of them, and I walked away with around $3,500. So yes, I made money on that half. That's more than double what I originally put into those coins. But think about that for a second. I was sitting on $14,000 in profit, and I captured $3,500. I left over $10,000 on the table, and the other half, I held those all the way back down to 9 cents, basically right back where I started. Marginal profit at best. Now you'd think I'd learned my lesson, right? I didn't, not even close. I took $1,600 from my Dogecoin profits and put it into Ethereum. The price went up and I was sitting on $1,900 in unrealized profit, almost doubled my money again. And what did I do? Absolutely nothing. Same exact pattern. No stop loss, no take profit, didn't check the charts, just held on and hoped. And I watched that $1,900 gain slowly turn into a $200 loss. As of right now, I'm still holding that ETH position, and I'm in the red. Then I did it with Bitcoin. Same approach. No plan, no exit strategy. Had unrealized gains, got excited, told myself it was going higher. It didn't, and this time I actually needed to free up some capital, so I was forced to sell. But I didn't sell at the top when I was in profit. I sold at the bottom, locked in a $400 loss. And then XRP. You'd think after 3 times I'd figure it out. Same thing. Bought in, no plan, no strategy, and right now I'm sitting on an unrealized loss of $400 on that position too. So let me add this up. On Dogecoin, I left over $10,000 in unrealized profit on the table. On ETH, I'm down $200. On Bitcoin, I lost $400. On XRP, I'm down another $400. 4 coins, 4 trades. 0 discipline, and the worst part, every single one of these was avoidable. So what's actually going on here? It's not bad luck. And I'm going to be honest about something. What I was doing wasn't trading, it was gambling. I was throwing money at coins, hoping the number would go up, and having no plan for what to do when it did or when it didn't. That's not a strategy, that's a casino. Mistake number 1, no exit strategy. I bought with a plan to get in, but I had 0 plan for getting out. When do I take profit? At what percentage? What's my stop loss? I had no answer for any of it. Mistake number 2, emotional holding. When my Dogecoin dropped from 14,000 to 9,000, the rational move was to sell and lock in a massive profit. But I got greedy. I thought it would go higher, and when it didn't, I switched from greed to hope. That same cycle played out on ETH, BTC, and XRP. Greed on the way up, hope on the way down, and both of them cost me money. Mistake number 3, I wasn't watching. I wasn't monitoring my positions. I bought and walked away, treating volatile crypto like a savings account. That works for index funds. It does not work for Dogecoin. It does not work for any of these coins. And mistake number 4, and this is the big one, I didn't learn. I made the same mistake 4 times across 4 different coins, because every time I told myself, this one will be different. It wasn't different. My behavior was the same every single time. And until I changed my behavior, the results were going to be the same too. So what changed? I stopped trusting myself to do it manually. I'm a human being. I get greedy. I get hopeful. I get distracted. That's not going to change. So instead, I built systems that don't have emotions. Now I use automated trading bots that have rules baked in before I ever enter a trade. If I buy a coin, there's already a take profit target set. There's already a stop loss set. If the price hits my target, the bot sells. I don't have to be watching. I don't have to make a decision in the moment when my emotions are screaming at me to hold. And I use strategies like DCA or dollar cost averaging, where the bot buys in incrementally instead of me going all in at one price, and trailing stop losses that follow the price up and automatically sell if it reverses by a set percentage, or take profit at a set percentage of my choice when setting the bot if the price spikes high. So if Dogecoin had run up to 14,000, a trailing stop would have locked in most of that profit automatically, even while I was sleeping. Instead of walking away with 3,500, I could have captured 10, 11, maybe 12,000. The point isn't that bots are magic. They're not. The point is that discipline is hard for humans, but easy for software. You set the rules once, and the bot follows them every single time. No emotion, no "it'll bounce back," just execution. If any of this sounds familiar, if you've been gambling in crypto and calling it trading, you're not alone. I actually built a platform called DroidBits that does all of this. Automated take profits, stop losses, DCA bots, even arbitrage being developed now. I built it because I needed it. Link is in the description if you want to try it. And if you want to talk strategy with other traders, join our Telegram and Discord. We are building communities there as well. Links also below. If this helped you, hit like so other people can find it. Subscribe if you want more real talk about crypto trading, not hype. I'll see you in the next one.